Very good morning to everyone. This is A. Shubhangi Rao, Assistant Professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at MLR Institute of Technology. Previous lecture we have discussed about the force acting on moving charge as well as we discussed about force on differential current element. Today we will discuss about force between differential current elements. Right, so let's start. So we have already discussed in electrostatic field that the point charge exerts force on another point charge if they are separated by some distance r. And if these charges are of same type, means either they are both positive or negative, then they will repel each other. But if these two charges are of different type, suppose one is positive and another one is negative, then they will attract each other. Right? This we have discussed in electrostatic field. Now let us consider two current carrying conductor. Previously I said we discussed about the charges. Now we are discussing about two current carrying conductors which are placed parallel to each other, and each of the conductor produces its own magnetic field because they are carrying some current. You can see it clearly in diagram A and diagram B. There are two current carrying conductors which are parallel to each other. In first case, the current is in same direction. In second case, the current is in opposite direction. So what is the significance of that? Let us see that. So when these two conductors are placed close to each other, as I said, there will be a force between them because of the interaction of two fluxes. Now this force between such parallel current carrying conductors, it will depend on the direction of two current. Means whether this force will be repelling force or attracting force, right? So how do we decide? If the direction of both the currents are same, then the conductor experience a force of attraction. In case of electrostatics, it was different, right? But here, if they are in the same direction, if the current is in same direction, the force is attraction force. And if the direction of two currents are opposite to each other, then the force is repulsion in nature, right? So we have to find out this force, okay? To understand this, let us take the help of one example. Here we are considering two current elements, okay? This you can see, this one and this one. And here we are taking two current elements as ideal. So for first one we are taking I1 dl1 and for second one we are taking I2 dl2. How we are getting this? Because we are taking this small length dl1 here, dl2 here, and the current which is flowing in the first conductor is I1 and in the second conductor is I2. So the elements are I1 dl1 and I2 dl2, and the force between them is given by d of df1. Okay. Now these both the current elements, they will produce their own magnetic field because the current is flowing through them. And as the current are flowing in the same direction through the element, now if you see the diagram again, they are in the same direction, right? So what kind of force will be there? Force is d of df1 and the force is attraction force, right? So the force d of df1 exerted on element I1 dl1 due to the magnetic field db2 produced by the other element I2 dl2 in the right, and this force which it is experiencing, this force, as I said, because the current is in same direction, the force will be the force of attraction. Now from the equation of force we can find out the force exerted on the differential current elements due to each other. So let us find out one by one. So d of df1 will be, as we know, ideal cross b, right? So what is this ideal? I1 dl1 cross db2, because this is a force due to the other one, right? So according to Biot-Savart law, we know that magnetic field produced by the current element I2 dl2 will be given by this. db2 we can write it as mu naught dh2 because we know b is equals to mu h, and here dh2 we can write as I2 dl2 cross a r21 upon 4 pi r21. Basically what is 21 here or 12 here? This is the distance between them. It can be written as R12 or R21, right? Now if we rearrange this equation, we will get d of df1 is equals to mu naught I1 dl1 cross I2 dl2 cross A R21 upon 4 pi R21 square. Now this equation number 3, this represents the force between two current elements, right? And it is very much similar to that Coulomb's law. Now if we integrate, by integrating d of df2 twice, the total force F1 on current element 1 due to current element 2 can be calculated, and this will be given by F1 is equals to mu naught I1 I2 upon 4 pi double integration, and it is L1 L2, and it can be written as dl1 cross dl2 cross A R21 upon R21 square. In the similar manner, we can write the other force also, and this will be given by F2 is equals to mu naught I2 I1 upon 4 pi. If you see, these two terms are exactly similar, only this portion has been changed. As it is cross product, so we have to take care of the sequence. So now it became dl2 cross dl1 cross A R12 upon R12 square. So these are the two forces. So now we have equation number 4 and equation number 5. Basically, they are showing the forces. This is the force experienced by conductor 1 due to the field produced by conductor 2, and F2 is the force experienced by conductor 2 due to the field produced by conductor 1. So these two equations here, as I said, it can be written directly by interchanging only the subscript 1 and 2, right? So by using that back cap rule for expanding vector triple product, we can actually show that F2 is equals to minus of F1, right? So they are following Newton's third law that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So this is basically equal and opposite force, right? If you further simplify it, for a conductor of L length, this force can be written as a common equation mu I1 I2 L upon 2 pi D, where I1 and I2 are the currents, as we know, in the two conductors, and D is the distance between these two conductors, right? So if the two currents flow in the same direction, the current carrying conductors will attract each other, and if these two currents are flowing in the opposite direction to each other, the current carrying conductor will repel each other. So I hope this is clear to you all. Thank you very much.